Hey, it's Old Analytics here, and I would like to talk to you a bit about some questions that you all address to us and some topics that are asked for frequently. And yeah, just give you a small overview about what's the status of Generals Online and some other topics that are related to the project and surround it a bit. And yeah, people ask a lot, and some questions I sometimes get tired of because, people ask me such things so frequently, and they don't have they're not related to the actual project. They are more like side things, and I'm getting very tired of it. So I hope like I answer them now like official in a video, and maybe then I'm saved from it. But yeah, let's see. Um, the first thing is generous online issues. Why is the server sometimes down? This is something that you might notice the last 3 or 4 days, kinda. In the past, we restarted the server sometimes, and at the very beginning, we had a memory leak that caused the server to crash. And yeah, we identified it relatively fast and fixed it, and it was in a very early development stage, so not many people noticed back then. Um, right now, we have an issue. The server crashed multiple times, and it was hard for us, I think, 2 days ago to bring it back up. The situation is like this. Our main dev x64 is on holiday, and I have the server keys, so I can log in and do everything. But for me personal, I haven't connected to the server before, and we talked about it like, okay, here are the server keys. I'm on holiday. If something happens, just restart. Just list all processes, kill it, and it will be back up in 5 minutes. Okay. X64 sits in his plane, and at the moment the plane goes up, the server crashes. So I do exactly what I had from his informations. I killed the process, server came back up. Who solved. 10 minutes later, server crash. Okay. Logging in again, killing the server back up. 5 minutes later, server crashed. So it was not able to solve the problem like x64 always did himself. And then I catched him on an airport because I think he had to make a stop between his flights. Um, and while he was like boarding to another airplane, he told me, okay, restart the database. But he had not much time to tell me actually. And I use Linux. I've got my own Linux server, but I first thing is I use another distribution, another Linux system. Um, that's not the issue itself. A lot of things are similar, but it's a server I have never connected before to, and a system I never worked with before, and services that I never handled before, and like small differences. I use MySQL, and Generous Online uses MariaDB, and a lot of it is similar, but still when you connect to a server that is not known to you, that is a completely different environment, and there are things running that are not exactly like you are used to, then you just run into things like, okay, let's see, how do we handle this right now? I mean, it was all okay. In the end, I was able to restart the database too. I was able to restart the services, and yeah, server back up, and everything was fine. And yesterday, in the night, x64 deployed a fix. So he's on his vacation and still cares for the player base, and has investigated on the issue, and brought a fix to stop the server from crashing. Sadly, last night when I was already asleep, the server crashed again. But this time, x64 notices it himself, and he restarted it, and all fine. People can play. You see it in the background. All good. Um, shortly after we crashed, there were a lot of rumors and a lot of myths why this is happening. And one myth is Revora also crashed like 250 plus people. So Generals Online will do the same. It's just there cannot be more player on Generals Online. And yeah, this is very important to me that you all understand and hear it from us. No, Generals Online does not have issues with player count. We tested Generals Online with bots, multiple thousand, and they were not just connecting, they were all connecting, disconnecting, creating games, joining games, writing message. So we simulated a complete full server with thousands and thousands of players, and there is no sign that the server, how it is right now, couldn't handle five, six, or whatever thousand people. So with the new server, we migrated to a new machine in another database in Germany. We can have multiple thousand players. The, the server itself is a completely rewritten code. It has nothing to do with the old GameSpy. It has nothing to do with Revora. It is a completely new code in a completely new project, and there's no reason why it could not handle multiple thousands of people. So everybody that is afraid, like, oh, we got this great service now, but yeah, we maybe have issues again, like on Rivora. No, 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 don't be afraid of this. The issue is the database. It has, I think, as far as I understand, it has dead entries. So yeah, the database, it grows and grows without a reason, or has some issues with cleaning up and everything, and this makes the database crash, or slow down, and then everything messes up. But this is a mistake, an error on the code. It's a bug, and it will get solved. Like you may remember, we had these map transfer bugs when we started. We completely solved them. I haven't seen map transfer failing for a long, long time. Dominator was like, oh fuck, I cannot play custom games, and today he can. So slot bug was an issue. Just ask Dr. Goldfish and Dominator about slot bug. They hated it for a good reason. Also Killtall. Understandable. So all these bugs that we have fixed, in the same way we will fix the server bug. You are in very good hands. X64 is a very experienced and very skilled programmer. Yes, he is on vacation right now for this week, and I honestly, he deserves it so much. He's doing so much for us all and for the community. But we will fix this issue. We will track it down. We will hunt the damn thing, and we will fix it, no matter how much time it costs. And to be honest, I don't expect it to be that much, yeah, or that long until we can fix it. Um, the only issue is that we need a few hundred players to crash it right now. So, or let's say it's more likely. I also saw like over 500 players playing, 500 people playing. This is a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot. There are like big, big, big marketing games coming out right now that would take the number of players that we have and the growth that we have. So yeah, we need this amount to check it if it works or not. But yeah, we will fix this issue. Don't worry. The next one. What other issues do we have at the moment? You maybe noticed that like 2 or 3 weeks ago, we merged some things from the super hackers. They are doing excellent work, and if you are happy that you don't mismatch anymore and crash so much in game, then yeah, that's mostly work by the super hackers. And the last update, the last merge we made, includes decoupling FPS, and this is kinda conflicting with our 60 hertz on some things. Like the people that follow us for a long time may remember that we had all the 60 hertz bugs, and we fixed, I don't know, 95% of them. I think the Lotus capture animation is still a bit too fast, and just minor things, animation things, only yeah, visual effects, so no issue. But when we started, there were a lot of 60 hertz bugs, and we fixed them all. And I don't say a lot, but some of them are back, like the overshooting bullets of the quad cannon. Um, these are also visual things, and I think most impact the most impacting bug right now from the decoupling FPS 60 hertz thing is the invisible sentry drone that didn't doesn't get revealed when shooting. So I think this is like the biggest gameplay bug. So it's minor issues. It's not like a game breaking thing, like it's a completely new game or something like this. And yeah, we will also fix this. So we know what's causing it, and if you know what's causing it, and you can test it very easy, you just start the game and look into it, and you can see it. So we know what's going on, and yeah, have some patience. I think the server bug is more frustrating for everybody. But we have to be fair also on this. Like the downtime is maybe like 5 minutes most times. When I did everything with the restart and so on, I think it took me 5 minutes more or something. But the downtime is under 20 minutes or something. So it's just a restart. It's not like we have days of downtime or something like this. It's more the server has a hiccup. We restart it. Okay, solved. So yeah, that's the workaround for now. And in the future, we will fix this completely. Situation with the Discord, merged and Dominator. Uh, yeah, when we started, a lot of you know, we tried to reach out to the outpost and hey, we are Generals Online. Maybe can have some contact and everything, and we didn't get an answer really, but all good, no issue. We have great relationships with the outpost and the super hackers, and Mauler is involved with everything, and it's really cool. I met Xezon at the outpost LAN, and Sky Aero, brutally cool guy. I like him a lot, and like I'm sharing also a bit of ideas and discussions with Sky Aero and Mauler, and so everything fine on this. But back then, when we merged, we had the issue that we were not able to test a lot of things because we didn't have enough players to test. And we released the alpha, it helped a bit. People came, but not like 8 player tests and everything. It was always difficult because people had different time zones and also families, which is completely normal. And yeah, then Dominator offered us to join his Domination Discord. He said he would rebrand it, and he has an idea. He wants to have like a place for match finding and competitive play, and other YouTubers might also, with a little bit smaller channels, join. And yeah, we did it because we thought, okay, maybe it's good for us all. Dominator's Discord had like, I think, 5,000 users, and I think it was Cervantes that then cleaned it up and deleted users that were not active for multiple months or like half a year or so, and this made the player count on the Discord even drop more. But with his generals online on it, a lot of new players came, and the idea that he had was having a Discord like for people to find games and everything, and can meet to find games. Yeah, it was a good decision. It's like I think 7,500 now, so it grows a lot. Even that Cervantes made out of 5,000, it dropped a lot because he like excluded the accounts that are sleeping or not active anymore. Um, Even now that this happened, we have 7,500, and these 7,500, a lot of them are very active, and you can see like every day like free for all going on. Come on, join, or 3v3 team games. We need one player more. Yeah, this is so. I think this is what Domi had in mind when he rebranded the Discord, and yeah, cool thing. So it was good for Generals Online because we got some attention with it, and we got players to test and everything, and the project got forwarded. And for Dominator, it's also a good thing because his kinda sleepy Discord, or let's say Discord was a hard community but small, became more public again, and so I think it's also good for Dominator. Also, his videos, he gets a lot of clicks when he's like placing Generals Online into it and everything. So his viewers are interested in Generals Online content. So for him, it's also a good thing. And one thing that maybe, or that I notice is I follow Dominator's content for, I think next year it's 10 years. I think like 2016 or something. But I had the feeling that before the source code release and before General's Online project started, he was like a bit frustrated about the situations with the mismatches, and that he had to face people on Game Ranger that were just, it was content that he himself had not much fun with, and then he had Radmin, but often there were not enough players on Radmin, and then he had to do switch to Game Ranger again, and the games mismatched, and I had the feeling like he's lost some of his passion for the game, or like he's doing it because he's got his channel and he likes to make the videos and everything, but I feel like it's more like, okay, let's do the job, and instead of enjoying it himself. And since we have Generals Online, you can see in his videos he's laughing, and he's like chatty in chatting messages in game, and has you can see that he has fun in the videos. And I think this is also a reason why his viewer numbers are going up again, because people can feel if a streamer enjoys the stream himself, or if he's just doing a stream to do a stream. And yeah, it's cool to see Dominator enjoying it. And even if there are some problems with Generals Online sometimes, he's enjoying the ones that work very fine. Like if he has a free for all with, let's say, 200 milliseconds latency, he really enjoys it, and the viewers and can see this, and this is a good thing. Uh, yeah, why no Leggy on GO? Yeah, the second big YouTuber in the English speaking community, Legionary Generals. The first thing that I have to say is that I have to erase some myths here and some rumors. Like, a lot of people write me like, Leggy doesn't like Generals Online, or Leggy doesn't like you, or either stuff like this. Yeah. Then I asked, yeah, why? Yeah, he's not playing on Generals Online, and he's sticking to shitty Radmin, and I don't know, like he's hiding in his Radmin with the people he know because he knows he can defeat them, and yes, things like this. So first thing first, people told me like Leggy doesn't like you personal or something. I met Leggy at the community outpost, and yeah, we had not much time to talk. He was very involved with being a good moderator there, and he was also streaming, and he was moderating like the interview, and behind the scenes he was doing with Arctic very much technique and everything, and so organizing. So for sure he cannot just sit down with me for like 5 hours and we just be friends or something. But we talked to each others, we had a beer, and it was fun, and he's a nice guy. So if anybody says Leggy has a personal problem with me, I don't believe so. I don't believe, because uh, yeah, after the Outpost event too, like we are not daily writing each other, but we have one or two times a week contact. Like he's telling me, hey, I tried on Generals Online this and this, and my software is working on LAN now, and or yeah, this is the issue with Generals Online and my software. This is the status, and I also write him some updates like what we are doing and what is maybe important for him. So we have contact, and there's a share of information and everything. So and there's no indication that Leggy doesn't like me or so. I mean, even if I wouldn't care because everybody has personal feelings, but it's not true. Leggy and I don't have a personal problem. It's not true. So whoever raised this myth is, I don't know. Um, yeah, why is he not on Generates Online? It's not that he wants to avoid it. It is due to his stream software. It is not compatible right now with Generates Online. Um, the Super Hackers patch and the retail game are compiled in Visual Studio 98, I think, is it? VS6? Yeah. Generals Online uses 2022 version, so it's there are some differences, even if it's still 0 hour, but there are some differences. Also, like we have some, yeah, you could call it anti-cheat, but it's more like um, the Generous Online test, is it a legit version? Is it a build that is from us, or is it manipulated and everything? This can help against cheats in the beginning now. And if you want to say it very hard, you could say that Leggy's software is a cheat because he can display informations with it that normal players don't have, like the money per hour or the kill death ratio and everything. This is not in the original game. These informations are there, they are in the memory, and he's reading them out. So if you want to say Leggy is bad, then you could say he's using cheats. But it's for a good purpose. He's not a cheater. He's not having any advantage of it. He does it to deliver good content to his viewers. So yes, like, and that's the thing. He wants to have it because people are used to it, and this is like his understanding of quality. Like, people are used to this, and he wants to deliver this information to his viewers. And this is like his understanding of quality, and it's completely okay. And right now, the software is not working, so he's working with the Super Hackers patch, which is and the Super Hackers patch is very close to Generals Online because Generals Online is built on top of it. So also okay. I think in the long term, or if he would be now able to stream on Generals Online, I mean, you can see in the background like how much players are online right now. This is just people waiting for games on the right. Um, he would do the switch immediately because you always want to be where your community is, and the majority, we checked like the last couple of weeks how many players are on Radmin. In the groups it gets less. We are for sure not in every private group, you cannot say this, but people still have Radmin that is the 1v1 competitive scene because they are training for the World Series, and this will be played on the retail game and is still ongoing. So they train on this. This is B, some private groups, and C, like people who want to play with Leggy or whatever and are used to play there. But we can see a switch. Rivora is nearly down to a player count that is not relevant anymore. So I think there are some Arabian Radmin groups that have more players than whole Radmin, whole Rivora. Sorry, Rivora. And Game Ranger also. We closed in on Game Ranger the last couple of weeks, and you can already see that in the evening we on top we have more player than Game Ranger on 0 hour. So it is only a matter of time until we also jump them in average. And yeah, from there on it's like domino effect. If people join from one platform to another, the other come with them once it is the majority plays there. That's just how things work. People want to play with each others, and people are always aiming for the best multiplayer. So yeah. But this is the answer why Leggy is not streaming. It's not that he does not like Generals Online. He's interested in the project. He always tells it in his video to the beginning because people are asking him frequently too. And when he has issues or something, or then he says, "Oh yeah, Generals Online would be cool," but yeah, not right now. There are reasons for it, but it's technical reasons, nothing personal. Then I have to thank a lot of people. I'm starting with Dominator because Dominator streamed Generals Online at a very early stage, and at a stage where there were problems like you have a good experience with 4 players, but if a fifth join, then everything will messed up. And he spent like very much time with us at the beginning. He also tested a bit for Generals Online because when Dominator told the people, "Hey, I am on Generals Online," then a few of his followers and Discord members followed him, and we had the full game. So this was very important at the beginning to have like 6 or 8 players test. And yeah, Dominator is. I know he's a loudspeaker, and I know that a lot of people say, "Ah, Domi is heavy demanding on things and tries to push through his ideas, and for sure he tells us his ideas and wishes, but that's completely okay. And I also hear it like, because everybody's doing it, by the way, everybody, you, no matter who, everybody has some demands on Generals Online. There's not a Dominator dedicated thing. um, Also when there are problems, he's or like, "Oh fuck, I can't take this DC screen anymore. Oh, I cannot take this anymore in my face, the DC screen." And but then people are like, "Oh, look here, he's bad talking Generals Online because he's having an issue." No, he's not. um, Directly after the stream, he sends us the log files, sometimes even in the game, and says, "Okay, this happened, this is the log file, this is the crash file, so we can investigate on it." So he's actively helping us. So he's maybe in the stream because he has a lot of passion for the game and he cares for his viewers and everything. Then in the first moment he's frustrated, but in the end he never ever personally told us any bad word about like Generals Online having issues or something. It was always for the solution. I know when people say Domi can be harsh or Domi can bad talk or whatever, but working with Dominator is very professional, both in the Discord and on Generals Online when it comes to issues. A lot of people said in the beginning Generals Online can be weaponized and I don't know such things, and nothing of this is true in the end. So when we joined his Discord, we asked him, "Hey, is it can we like have our own staff members to moderate our Generals Online section?" And um, we never had to ask him such things. We just did it, and he never complained about it. So working with him is very very easy. Also, like if I post Killtoll videos because he's streaming Generals Online, and I post them in the Generals Online section and say, "Hey, Killtoll is now on Generals Online. Let's look how the newest update is." He never complained about it, never. And I once asked him, "Hey, I always like post Killtoll streams. Is it okay for you?" And he said, "Yeah, for sure. It's cool." So he's really relaxed to work with, and he has a lot of passion for the game, for General's online project. So thanks a lot to Dominator. It's cool. Yeah, same for Killtoll. I just mentioned it. He's from Australia, and when he's on Game Ranger or Redmin, he's sometimes having up to 1.5 second latency. And with Generals Online, if there is no lagger, this is always the thing. If one guy is in the game that has like a mobile phone connection and a 5G router and everything, and I don't know, sits in his basement on his Wi-Fi, then it will lag down the game for sure. But if everything is normal, he's down to like 600, 700 milliseconds with people all over the world. So this has helped the latency in a more worse situation with people from everywhere on the world. So for him, Generals Online is a blessing, and yeah, he always told that like on his streams, like, "Look at this ping," and "Oh man, this is better than Game Ranger." And in the beginning, when Generals Online had more problems, he switched back to Game Ranger for 1 or 2 streams, and he was like, "Oh man, I forgot how bad this is." He had like, I don't know, over a second latency in this moment, and he was very, very graceful to go back to Generals Online a day later. So yeah, thanks to Kiltal, cool guy. Also Goldfish for streaming and bug fixing. I follow Goldfish streams since multiple years, and on the Outpost event, I talked with him a bit, and I showed him that like he announced, I think over a year ago, that he don't want to do so much 0 hour anymore. And there was a group where I then discussed with people about it and said it's sad if he doesn't stream 0 hour anymore. Not because he's like the most professional streamer or has the most viewers, but seeing him abusing bugs and trolling people is funny. And I showed him this old message like more than a year ago, and he said, "Oh, look, we never had contact, but you said such nice things to me, or about me." So yeah, it was funny. Next, thank yous to the super hackers, because without them, Generals Online wouldn't be what it is. And I'm looking forward to the moment that we have the full community patch, like with integrated Generals Online in it, becoming Generals Online a multiplayer service, like the thing that we are developing it for. So Generals Online will not be forever. Generals Online is at the moment, and it will become part of the community patch. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to this moment when this happens, and I don't know what the plans are. The Outpost maybe has to tell this. A lot of people ask me like, "Hey, all day, why are we merging all the super hacker things? Because some cause issues, and can you not cherry pick the things that you want to have or the things that don't make problems?" Yes, we could, but we want to stick as close to the super hackers patch as possible to be ready for the moment that the outpost says, okay, Undead and his people are ready with GenHub. The super hackers say they are in a good state, and Generous Online is in a stable state. Now we want to have the community patch. Please prepare all 3 projects. We have release stage 1, and we would like to have Generals Online in it. And for this moment, we want to be ready. I don't know. If this happens, there is no decision yet when to integrate Generals Online. Months ago, there was like a script and a discussion and a meeting where we had like stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, and it was like Generals Online will join later because we don't want to force people to switch from Revora, and this might need a review since Revora is dropping player counts on 0 hour for Red Alert 3 and everything. The questions, Revora is a cool thing, but on 0 hour, if this makes sense to keep this, or if it would be better to integrate Generals Online already on stage 1. Huh. Yeah, I mean, it's you can find reasons to do it. You can find reasons against it. In the end, we all need to have a discussion, but we want to be ready if they need us. Like if they say, "Hey, we want Generals Online because I don't know, we have 13,000 registered players now or something." So this would be a huge boost for the community patch. And I would like to see this. Yeah, let's see what the future brings, because things that we now discuss in terms on when do we do what. Um, First thing first, I don't decide this. This is not my decision to make. I support X64. I support the super hackers where I can. Like if we find a bug, then we always compare, is it a Generals Online bug or is it also in the super hackers bug? And if yes, then we report them. Mostly with Ibra and Goldfish and everyone, we report them. So they also gained a lot from it. But the decision when to release something that's not my decision. I can give some advices and I have my thoughts and my ideas, but this does not mean that my decisions or my ideas are always the right way to do it and the correct way. So yeah, let's see. But we want to be ready, and because of this, we merge the super hackers things. Yeah, last thank you to everybody who's online here. Look at this list, man. We have over 500 players in the evening. 530, I think, was peak. And like also the average, you can day and night, no matter where you live, go to Generals Online and you will always find people to play with. This is absolutely brutal, and this is over every expectation that we had. We expected like, I don't know, we expected nothing. We expected that we release an alpha version and that a few people would try it, and some would stay for testing, and that's it. And then everything got nuts, man. Like the last weeks, man. Holy shit. Also, like Hassan Lab and General Sahel did videos. This helped a lot too. So big thanks to them too. And yeah, the whole place goes crazy, and we are kind of overwhelmed with how much good reviews we get from everybody and how much good feedback we get, and that people are so patient with a lot of things, like the server crash. Like people they tell us, hey, is there a crash? We say, yeah, we're sorry and everything. And like they say, hey, it's a free volunteer project, so they understand the situation very well. So thanks a lot to the players for all the trust. And yeah, we carry on, make the best multiplayer service for the best game ever, as Cezanne always says. Um, what to expect next? Yeah, you guys give us a lot of suggestions and ideas, like you want to have a block function and a friends list, and like make it easier to change the nickname, and a lot. It's a lot. It's if we would want to implement all requests then and all ideas that you give, then we would make it a lifetime project, to be honest. But hey, we love what we do. Um, don't expect us to add new features new features in the next weeks or maybe months, because right now Generals Online is a condition where we, from the future side here, a feature side, holy crap, from the feature side of things, we think we are in a good condition. A block function would be very cool. Yeah, the old communicator, bringing it back in a modern way, yeah, would be cool. Maybe this is the next feature that we will integrate. But first, we want to fix bugs. The server crash has to be fixed. DC screen bug has to be fixed. And what else was it? The minor things like crashing after the game. It's annoying. I mean, right now you anyway have to restart your game because it will cause mismatches or crashes in the next game in the retail version. So it's not that hard, but crashing out of the game is annoying. So let's fix that too, and get a stable base or a more stable base, and from there let's move on. I'm really looking forward to the next weeks and months, and I see, what the super hackers do and Undead does on his Gen Hub. This will be a really really cool thing and will bring the whole project forward a lot. And yeah, um, I'm a bit tired, because this week was like 8 hours work, and then making support for Generals Online and help people to get some FPS more and make the connection for them more stable. And then the server crashed, and then you stand up again from bed, restart the whole thing, and make sure it works again. And yeah, then I sleep like 5 or 6 hours because I'm not good at sleeping. I'm always a lot awake in the night, and then I go back to work, do my 8 hours, drive home, and yeah, it makes me a bit tired, but I love every second of it. I love every second on Generals Online and working with our team, and yeah, it's a blessing to be on board, you know. And I hope that it's also for you a good thing to be on Generals Online, and that you have good games, and that you enjoy it, and that you're not too much annoyed of the issues that we face right now. But I promise to you that we do everything to fix them, and we do everything to fix them fast. As I said, even in his holiday, X64 is doing a bit on Generals Online, so big thanks to him. And yeah, I'm looking forward to meet you all in the game and have some rounds with you, and to listen to your ideas. And in February, I'm in Cologne on the CCLP esports event. They will do an event for RTS real-time strategy and especially Command and Conquer. Zero Hour will also be a thing there, and I will present Generals Online and the whole project. And I think in February, this is a few months until we are in February, that I can present it in a state that is really cool. I hope so, that I can present Generals Online in a really good shape, that we until then have a lot of new things on board and a lot of bug fixes. And yeah, I enjoy it. I just enjoy working on it. And yeah, just look how much games ongoing and how much players. This is every day, every new day is a blessing. Let's see, how much is it? Let's refresh. It's 354 players. And I tell you, it will go up today even more. I think 400 people is easy to hit for us today. Let's see. It's a blessing. Every new day. Yeah, see you on the battlefield. See you next time. And thanks for watching if you did. Don't listen to myths. Don't listen to rumors. There is no personal issue between me and Leggy. There is no issue for Generals Online with player count. This is the official state that I told you now. This is the issue we have, and we know about the issue with the server, and we already deployed a fix to address a problem. And now there's a second problem with the database, but yeah, we will fix this. We promise you. See you.